Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WWE Monday Night Raw review for March 28th, 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale Raw review I'm doing on my channel for a while until I see fit that WWE Monday Night Raw is worth my time watching 3 hours or watching 2 hours if they decide to push it back to 2 hours. Kind of hope that happens eventually because watching these 3-hour Raw episodes are really fucking annoying. Pretty much overall, this show was a complete lack of garbage. There was nothing extraordinary that happened. There was a few moments here and there that were good, but otherwise, the show was not all that much of a standout episode. I didn't really care for it too much. Just was waiting for the damn episode to finally end, and thank God it did. So starting things out, pretty much you had The Undertaker come out. He did a good job with Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon and Undertaker have done an outstanding job trying to build this up with what they're being given by the storyline writers and the creative team. So I was very satisfied with this segment. It was actually a lot better than the other segments they've had in the past leading into WrestleMania 32. Undertaker pretty much said that Shane McMahon for 40 years now has been just Vince McMahon's bitch, and which led to them having a brawl. Undertaker almost did the last ride through the announce table, but Shane McMahon managed to counter that and put Undertaker on top of the announce table for a flying elbow off the top rope, which was very unique. Well, not unique, but it was very cool seeing him do that once again. He did kind of slip up. I don't think he got the full effect of the elbow drop on Undertaker through the announce table, but still it was pretty badass. But from there, I mean, I don't think things got any better. Jericho finally comes out. He says, oh, I'm not going to give AJ Styles a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, which we all knew we were going to see that anyway, so I didn't even understand the point of them doing that. If they would have been doing this weeks ago, this would have made a lot more sense. But because they're doing it on the last night of Monday Night Raw, it was pretty idiotic. They had Jericho face Zack Ryder, and a pretty okay match. I don't think it was that bad of a match. And Zack Ryder walked away victorious, and AJ Styles made Chris Jericho look silly and stupid in the process, which should have happened last week on Monday Night Raw when Fandango was facing Chris Jericho. That did not happen. Fandango lost to Chris Jericho instead. So we get this big load of crap and so forth. And pretty much we then finally get what we were looking for. We got Chris Jericho finally giving in and saying, okay, you want me at WrestleMania? Fine, you and I will go at it at one-on-one at WrestleMania, and that's that. Woohoo, big whoop-de-doo. No big deal there. Alright, so that's pretty much that. Nothing, I mean, this should have been happening weeks ago. A lot of the things that happened on this show should have happened weeks ago, but didn't happen on the last Raw going into WrestleMania. Very poor, horrible build. Did not quite like the idea what they went with here. So that was pretty pathetic. Just give me 1 second, guys. I do apologize. Trying to find the thing that the website that gives me all the information, because I can't remember all this shit off the top of my head. Because this show, to be quite honest with you guys, this show wasn't all that big of a deal. I mean, there was nothing that really stood out. I really didn't care for this. It was just 3 hours of boredom. Okay, so, yeah, as I said, Jericho faced Zack Ryder, big deal. Charlotte and Becky Lynch didn't watch that match, didn't care to watch it, so not a big deal there. Apparently Charlotte won that match. Big Show Kane went up against the Social Outcasts. That was a joke and a half. And that match ended up being a nothing match. With no decision. Then we had Stephanie and Triple H come out for the first time. They came out they were on 3 different segments on this show. Too much fucking Triple H, too much Roman Reigns. They should have been doing shit like this weeks ago. In which case, they mentioned something in the show about Triple H saying, I had an obsession a long time ago when I started in this business. I wanted to be the greatest wrestler, win the world title more times than anyone in the business. Hold on to this belt and keep it forever. Be the absolute best. Blah, 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 blah. All these good things that I'm not saying that this was garbage that he was saying tonight, but it was stuff that should have been stated weeks ago, or the day after he won the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. That is stuff that should have been said to help build into WrestleMania's main event match between him and Roman Reigns. Regardless whether fans like Roman Reigns or not, the proper build here was missing. This should have been done weeks ago, even a month ago for that matter, and they didn't do it. They did it on the last Raw. Horrible fucking move. Very pathetic. All this storyline build-up should have been established long before tonight, and it wasn't. And that's pathetic on their part. I don't know who, I believe Michael Hayes and Road Dogg are 2 of the big names that are running creative team. And I'll tell you what, I have a scary feeling for WWE's future if they continue to have these 2 fucking morons running this company, creatively. I don't like these 2 guys. I don't think their idea and vision for this company creatively is very good. And Kevin Dunn is a fucking moron too. And Vince McMahon allows these guys to run this damn shit. And he passes it and whatever and changes it and everything else. And the bottom line is this company has no set path, no set planning, nothing. I used to remember back in the day, Vince McMahon would have things planned out months in advance. Everything set in stone. No changes, no nothing. Did everything just the way he wanted it months before it was supposed to happen. And he established that. And he tried to perfect it as best as he possibly could with the guys that he was wanting to be involved in these storylines. And they worked together to create the most perfect, story possible that they could. And now you don't see that. It's a week-to-week basis where they don't know what the fuck they're going to be doing from one week to the next. They change the stories an hour or 2 before the show even starts. Very bad moves. I don't like this direction that the company's going, and that's why, guys, you're not going to be seeing this Raw review stuff anymore on my channel. At least WWE current products, except for the pay-per-views. Pay-per-views, I have to admit, I do enjoy watching them because they're just a one-time 3-hour episode, 3-hour show. But these Monday Night Raws are too fucking long and too damn boring, and there's not any kind of build going into these matches. It's mindless bullshit, and it's garbage. And I don't like it. Simple as that. And there's no reason why I should torture myself or torture you guys anymore on this. So, pretty much, Triple H comes out, he says he's been 20 years at WrestleMania, he's held the title 14 times, he has a lust to be the champion and continue to stay the champion after WrestleMania, and yada yada yada. Fans come out to booing Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns tries to attack Triple H, and he makes Triple H look like a bitch pretty much. Triple H runs away. Alright, great, wonderful. We come back. And Kofi Kingston's facing Del Rio in a one-on-one match, and Kofi Kingston wins that match. No big deal. Was nothing. Who fucking cares? Moving on. Roman Reigns. He's talking to Renee. Renee's basically just gonna ask him a question, and Roman Reigns gets distracted by the Dudley Boys. Starting off with Bubba Ray Dudley, I thought we were going to actually just see Bubba Ray and Roman go one-on-one with each other backstage, which would have been interesting. And instead, the Dudley Boys teamed together and beat the shit out of him with Triple H. Triple H says, "Oh, you think your dream is going to be being world champion? It's not going to happen, sorry." And blah, blah, blah. He takes his head and he smacks his face into the WWE Championship. Oh my god, was this horrible. Seriously, this was just fucking pathetic. Nothing extraordinary happened at this damn event. Again, I'll be quite honest with you guys. Shane McMahon and Undertaker should have been the thing closing the show. But that was not the case. From there, we had Kalisto versus Connor. Who the fuck cares? Kalisto beats Connor from Ascension. Okay, we get Ryback. He comes down to the ring. They're standing in the middle of the ring having a stare down, and Ryback, all he does is feed me more. Really? Are you fucking serious? That's your build towards the United States Championship. Feed me more. I'm astonished, really, and not in a good way. I'm astonished in a very bad way. That was just pathetic. No interaction, no nothing, just feed me more. Terrific. A wonderful storytelling. Great build-up. Good hype-up for a WrestleMania match. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are a bunch of pathetic losers and you're lazy as fuck. That's the truth of the matter is. These people are just fucking lazy. You can't even give me a David versus Goliath type hype-up match towards WrestleMania even. You're going to have just Ryback standing in the middle of the ring with his Goldberg-looking sorry ass going, feed me more. And that's it. And then you close the segment. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are pathetic. Paul Heyman walks into Brock Lesnar's room, tells him, come on, let's go. We're going to the ring. Alright, we go to the ring. We have Paul Heyman putting on an outstanding promo. Very satisfied with it. Didn't have any issues. And then we had Dean Ambrose. Came out and going, oh shit, here we go. We're going to have a confrontation. We're going to see a battle. We're going to see these guys kick each other's ass. Instead, we have Dean Ambrose pushing a red fucking thing that looks like something for a child to have toys in. And he's piling it up with a barbed wire bat, a chainsaw, which were the two weapons that Terry Funkin' McFoley gave him, a baseball bat, well, no, not a baseball bat, nunchucks, metal pipes, trying to think of some other things that he had. I believe it was the crowbar, and some other things I can't remember off the top of my head, nor does it really even matter. It doesn't even it's not even relevant. Point is, you were thinking, okay, that's alright. He's trying to fill in some things. He also took the steel steps with him and put him in that pulley that he had. You would have thought that, okay, fine. He was just getting ready, prepared for a match with Brock Lesnar, and he's stacking it up. But you would have thought there was going to be some sort of interaction, a one-on-one confrontation, a brawl. Something came out of this. Nothing came out of it. Brock Lesnar standing there with a kendo stick looking at him. Dean Ambrose doesn't even acknowledge he exists. That is very bad. Extremely bad. Brock Lesnar's just standing there going, like, having a look on his face like, are you fucking kidding me, really? This is what you guys wanted me to do? Stand out here and just look at this guy while he's just stacking shit on the thing. That's what you're doing for our match. That's how you're building our match. He was standing there literally smiling his ass off, probably saying to himself, what a fucking joke this really is. I can't believe what they're doing to build this up. That's probably what he was thinking to himself. And that's what I said to myself. And that, from that point on, whole show went straight down fucking hill for me. I was having some hopes, and it just went straight down the fucking toilet from there. So we announced that the Authority was going to come back for a third segment. Paige and Emma go went on one-on-one. No big deal there. That match sucked. Stardust and Miz and Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and Sin Cara. Now, outside of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, the rest of these men don't even matter to me, to be quite honest with you guys. This match went on for a long fucking time. And I mean way too long, to the point where it was downright making me want to puke. Okay? These were a bunch of jobbers with two guys that are the main focal point of this damn event for this portion of the Intercontinental title, and they're being surrounded by jobbers and taking away the focal point of what this is really about, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And majority of it is surrounded with Kevin Owens being a coward puss, basically, having Miz and Stardust do all of his dirty work while he just stands on the apron. Eventually, we finally get to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens go one-on-one in the ring, and Sami Zayn walks away victorious. Okay, not bad. And then we get Triple H. He comes to the ring. He's trying to reiterate the same fucking bullshit, which makes absolutely no sense. And we get a brawl, and we have a bunch of guys from the heel roster and the face roster helping the other one, trying to separate the two from beating the hell out of each other. And you got Michael Cole and JBL and Brian Saxon saying this is going to be the main event. I sure as hell hope this ain't the fucking main event, because I'll tell you what, this damn World Championship match don't feel like no damn main event to me. This feels like an utter and complete wasted out piece of shit that's just been thrown together and lazy placed together piece of garbage story buildup. There is no vision behind this. This is complete and utter crap. Everything's out of place, and it's just all forced. That's all it is. And that's the same thing with Roman Reigns. That's why Roman Reigns can't get over, because everything that WWE does is unplanned. It's all, last minute thought. It's not placed together in a monthly, fashion. It's not planned out in advance. It's all forced together, last minute thing. That's all this stuff is. And that's why this stuff has been failing miserably. And again, as I said, if they would just go ahead and start doing things in months in advance, planned out, doing it the right way, their show would be okay. I think even probably with a 3-hour show, they'd still have a decent show. But they don't do anything different. They just keep doing the same dumb mistakes, and they just have one boring episode after another boring episode. And how they're going up and down in ratings at all and just not plummeting is beyond me. I really can't understand it, outside of just because of the names that keep popping up. But they're nothing. I'll be quite honest with you guys. They're no better than TNA at this point, because of their lack of drive, their lack of vision, and the fact that they just don't plan things out ahead of time. They're planning everything out at the last minute, and that's not good for giving us creative vision and giving us the proper build that we deserve to see for the storylines to end up at the end of the day, at the pay-per-view. It's not, placed properly on the show. and it's just fucking utter waste of time. So who fucking cares anymore? I don't. I'm going to, allow the bigger names like JD and Joe Cronin do their reviews on it, catch it out, see what they have to say about the show, and see how things go. If they are saying, oh, this was a really decent show, it was entertaining, I enjoyed myself, great, I'll start watching them and maybe even start doing reviews on them. But, as I said, I am not doing any more Raw reviews on this shit. I'm watching Raw next week, see how things turn out, see if maybe Roman Reigns turns as a heel, but I will not be doing a Raw review, just to fair warn you guys. At this time, though, leave your comments and opinions down below. I'm pretty sure your feelings towards Monday Night Raw is the same as mine. Complete and utter garbage and a fucking waste of your time. So, lay it the smack down on the subscribe button. I hope you enjoyed watching the video and have a great night, guys.